this moment in hockey history. The Nashville Predators currently find themselves in 4th place in the Central Division after 32 games skated. They have a record of 18-14-0. 36 points on the season has them 4 points behind the first place Dallas Stars. On the road, their record is 7-0. They've scored 101 goals on the season. They've given up 99. That's a goal differential of +2. Now, I mentioned on the road, that's where the Nashville Predators' next game will take place. It'll be against the Philadelphia Flyers. Well, it makes sense to be in Philadelphia now, wouldn't it? Let's talk about the Central Division, though, before we microscope down on that particular matchup. The Dallas Stars are now in first place. They have jumped the Colorado Avalanche by way of holding tiebreakers. Only 30 games skated on the season, which is 2 less than the Colorado Avalanche. 18-8-4 is the Stars' record, 40 points overall. They are tied with the Avalanche in points, but again, due to tiebreakers, hold the first spot currently. The Avalanche have a record of 19-11-2, are at 40 points. The Winnipeg Jets have a record of 18-9-3, are at 39 points, and then you'll find the Nashville Predators in 4th place at 36 points. The Arizona Coyotes creeping up on the Preds now, 34 points in 5th place. The St. Louis Blues are at 31 points in 6th place. Minnesota Wild are at 30 points and in 7th place. And the Chicago Blackhawks have finally gotten themselves off of 19 points, have bumped up to 21 points now, but are still in 8th and last place in the Central Division. When it comes to the Philadelphia Flyers, which Nashville Predators' next opponents will be the second of 2 regular season meetings. President of Flyers will be finishing things out after meeting just, well, a couple days ago. It was December the 12th when the Nashville Predators welcomed Philadelphia into Bridgestone Arena here in Nashville, and the Preds came out with a 3-2 victory in overtime. UC Stars 37-39 picked up the victory. Arson was 19-22, and he picked up the loss. Couturier and Sanheim picked up the goals for the Flyers, while Philip Forsberg picked up the game-winning overtime goal, and McCarron and Nyquist picked up 1 goal each. For the Preds, once they wrap up this one-night stand in Philadelphia, back home to face off against the first-place Dallas Stars. It's going to be a pivotal Central Division matchup. Then Wednesday versus the Carolina Hurricanes. That'll be closing out that regular season series. First time of the year, the Preds will meet up with the Detroit Red Wings. Happen in Detroit on the 29th of December and the 30th. The next night in Washington, close out the regular season series with the Caps. First game of 2024 will take place on January the 2nd versus the Chicago Blackhawks. Philadelphia Flyers, since we last caught up with them, which was, again, just a couple days ago, 18-10-3 is their overall record. They have 39 points, second in the Metropolitan Division, just behind the New York Rangers on home ice, a record of 8-6-1. Seems like they played so much more on the road this season. Goals for 93, goals against 81. That's a goal differential of +12. When we go back, we talk about their most recent stretch, including their previous 5. We'll go back to December 9th and start that stretch. 5-2 victory over the Colorado Avalanche in Colorado on December the 12th. It was a 3-2 overtime loss at Nashville. On December the 14th, they followed up that loss to the Preds with a 4-3 shootout win versus the Washington Capitals, and on the 16th of December, a 1-0 win versus the Detroit Red Wings. And their most recent game took place on December the 19th, a 3-2 overtime win at the New Jersey Devils. So the Philadelphia Flyers have gone on to win all of their games after falling at Bridgestone Arena to the Nashville Predators. So the Preds are running into a hot Flyers team. There is no doubt about that. Let's take a look at the updated rankings and statistics between these two teams in this matchup. When it comes to the goals for category, the Preds are ahead in this matchup. 3.13 per game is 17th best in the NHL, while the Philadelphia Flyers are generating 2.90 goals per game. That's 23rd. In the goals against category, though, Philadelphia Flyers, impressive number here, 2.61 per game allowed. Impressive ranking as well, 7th in the NHL. Preds are giving up 3.09 per game. That is 13th overall in the league. In the shots on goal category, or shots for category, yes, that would be shots on goal, and shots for would be exactly the same thing. 32.6 for the Philadelphia Flyers per game is 7th best in the NHL, so another top 10 metric for Philadelphia, while the Preds have seemed to sinking in this category a little bit. 30 even now per game, 23rd overall. In the shots against category, 30.9 for the Predators, 18th overall in the NHL. Shots against the Philadelphia Flyers, 28.3 per game, is 5th best in the National Hockey League. One of the only places the Philadelphia Flyers seem to be faltering on the season is on their power play. 10.2% is their conversion rate. That's 30th rated in the NHL. Only 10 conversions on 98 opportunities, while the Nashville Predators, 20.9%, is 17th best in the NHL, 24 conversions on 115 opportunities. When it comes to the PK, though, the Philadelphia Flyers make up for the difference with the power play. 85.6% kill rate is 4th best in the NHL, and they've only given up 14 power play goals against the season, while the Preds are killing off 76.9%. That's 23rd overall in the league, 24 power play goals against. So for the Philadelphia Flyers, 1, 2, 3, 4 top 10 metrics out of the 6 team statistics that we give you here as part of the preview. So the Philadelphia Flyers, no doubt red hot, winning all of their games since falling to the Nashville Predators at Bridgestone Arena in overtime, and the Flyers second place behind just the New York Rangers, who have easily been one of the best teams in the NHL, if not the best team in the NHL, over the course of the first 30 plus games of the season, wherever we're at now. The Preds, no injuries listed on the sheet right now. Sherwood was available for the previous game, but he was not in the lineup, and Dante Fabro, of course, was has been a healthy scratch as of late. Let's talk about the top scorers for each team in the individual category. Konecny for the Philadelphia Flyers leads the team with 16 goals and 10 assists for 26 points overall. The 16 goals leads the team in that particular category. It's Sanheim leading the team with 18 total assists. Add 4 goals to that, and you'll get 22 total points for second on the team in scoring. Couturier, 7 and 14 for 21 points. Farabee, 11 goals and 9 assists for 20 points. And Tippett, 11 goals and 8 assists for 19 points. And it was Sanheim and Couturier scoring against the Nashville Predators at Bridgestone Arena back on December the 12th. Hart did not get the start and play against Nashville Predators. 9-6-1 is his overall record. 9-1-9 save percentage, 2.42 goals against average. Expecting him to get the start in this game on home ice. Flipping over to the Nashville Predators side of things, Philip Forsberg still leads the team in scoring with 16 goals and 20 assists for 36 points. No movement after the most recent game. Yossi, 7 goals and 20 assists for 27 points and second on the team in scoring. O'Reilly, 13 and 13 for 26. Nyquist, Warren, 16 for 20. Sissons, 10 and 6 for 16. Not a great sign when the preview indicates that there's been no movement in the individual statistics for the Nashville Predators' top 5 scorers, and there hasn't been any. Where there was movement, though, is in UC Saros' numbers, unfortunately. 14-11-0 on the season is his record. Save percentage down to .908, goals against average up to 2.85 after his most recent start. We're going to talk about his most recent start. It took place at Bridgestone Arena, one of the most important games of the first half of the season in the Western Conference. It happened to be between the second place Vancouver Canucks of the Pacific Division and the fourth place Nashville Predators of the Central Division, two of the hottest teams in the NHL coming together to close out their regular season series on Bridgestone Arena ice. It's called the Reverse Sports Full Game Recap. Let's go back to Bridgestone Arena and let's find out how it went down.
Hockey